Hi, it's Steve from PartSelect. Today we're going to show you how to change the drain pump on your washer. It's a really easy job. All you're going to need is a 1/4 inch nut driver, a ratchet and a 5/16 socket with a short extension, and a pair of slip joint pliers. Let me show you how we do it. Now before we begin this repair, the first thing we want to do is to disconnect the power to the washer. Simply pull the plug. Next we're going to remove the 2 1/4 inch hex head screws that secure the bottom access panel to the cabinet. Once you remove the screws, you can tilt out on the bottom of that panel and let it drop down. There's a couple of plastic alignment pegs that will fit up into the bottom of the main front panel. We can set that aside. Now the drain pump is located over in the right-hand front corner. Then we have an outlet hose that runs to your drain and an inlet hose at the back side. We need to remove both of those, and there will be some water that will escape from both of those hoses. So you'll need an old towel or two to sop that up. Now with your slip joint pliers, we'll squeeze that clamp together, slide it down onto the hose, and the one in behind will do the same thing to it. At this point you can pull those hoses off. As I say, there will be some water that will escape. Be a single wire harness that connects to it. Unlock the connector tab and pull that off. Now with both hoses removed, we'll next remove the 2 5/16 hex head screws that secure the pump to the base. So we use our short extension and ratchet. Now we can just lift the pump away from the base and discard that. Now we'll take our new pump, we'll set that in on the base. We'll line up the holes in the mounting bracket of the pump with the 2 holes in the base frame. And then we'll tighten those up to secure them. Next we'll line up the inlet hose to the back of the pump. Make sure it's pulled fully onto the pump. And then with our slip joint pliers, we'll pull that clamp ahead, make sure it's seated firmly. Check to make sure that that hose stayed in its proper position. Next we'll install the drain hose. Again, make sure it's seated firmly against the pump flange. We'll slide the clamp into position. Next we'll reconnect the wire harness. Make sure it locks into place. Now we're ready to reinstall the front panel. Make sure the locating pins are still intact. Line them up with the openings in the bottom of the front panel. Pull the panel up tight. And it helps to start these long screws by hand. Make sure both those screws are secure. Now we're ready to reconnect the power, and our repair is complete. Told you it was an easy job. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your repair.